to another video, not at the Wallace Farm and Sawmill, but in the old dump truck. So we just made it to the gravel pit, and we are not the only old dump truck here. Check that out. That is super cool. He's getting loaded right ahead of us. Wonder how much his truck holds.
Probably about 6, 7 tons. We got our first load on the truck. I was actually thinking and telling Brittany a moment ago that this is our first paid load on the truck. We've used this truck a lot on the farm to fix up some stuff. We've hauled gravel to ourselves, and we've hauled probably, honestly, 20 loads around the farm there that we needed done. But as far as going out on the road, picking up a load, delivering it to another property, and getting paid for it, this is our first paid load on this truck. So that was actually kind of a fun thought, you know, that we were able to go do that. This one's like gravel pit plus 10 or 12 miles. And we got right at 6 tons of gravel on the back right now. So this is actually a pretty relaxing, fun drive right here, because we really ain't getting over 40, 45 miles an hour to where we're heading right now. And this old truck drives wonderful at those speeds. I mean, it ain't no speed demon. You can get 55 on the highway loaded or unloaded, it don't care, but she excels in the 40 to 50 range.
We have made it back to the gravel pit for a second load. We got over there and found out that we really needed 2 loads, so that's what we're gonna do.
Coming out of there like fast. Look how quick it's piling up.
We've made it here with our second load.
Second load, last load, then we're gonna spread it. So we're gonna fix all this mud that has happened here. They had a party, he said, and a bunch of kids come up, and parents, and kind of cars kind of tore the thing up because nothing had packed from this new construction, and there was a party, and you know, things happen. Rain, mess, mud, fixing it with rock, that's the plan anyway. So let's dump this out. We got about 6.5 tons on this load. There was 5.5 tons on the first load, and it's time to dump it. now it's officially time that we go ahead and go get the tractor because we got all this gravel to spread. I went ahead, I don't have a spreader gate on this truck, but I was able to let it lay out a little bit better so that we can use the tractor to pull it back and forth with our leveling blade and make it look pretty. So this is another one of those, trust the process, it's gonna look good in the end, and there won't be any mud for this homeowner to come back home to and drive through the mud. Really liking the old C60. She's doing her job very well today. Just cooking right along with the work we gotta do. So seems to be running really well. See if we can drive her out of here. Can't forget this guy. Parking brake works good.
Just made it back home, got the dump truck parked. Now we're gonna get the tractor loaded up onto the gooseneck and get it taken over there. First we gotta put the bucket on. Decided to leave the bolsters on. He can drive right over them. You can see right here, this is all concrete. And then the gravel starts right about in here. He doesn't want to thin that gravel anymore, so he's gonna go get a scoop of the second load and put right here, just right where the concrete joins to the gravel. Just wanna make sure they have enough right here in this muddy area. This is looking a ton better. This was all mud this morning when we started out.
Another job done. That was the first job that we got paid for while using the dump truck. We've been using the dump truck on nothing but our own stuff, and
We've used it a lot on our own stuff.
a lot. Yeah, I mean, that's probably hauled 20 loads.
Yeah.
But now that we got this job done, that was an absolute mud hole. Now it's got 12.25 tons of gravel in the middle of it, and it's in much better shape. Is it fixed forever? No, but the homeowner actually has a plan in the future. He's been quoted to have this paved. So this is a get me by through the winter. I don't want to drive through mud. What had happened is they had cleaned out there where the concrete was going to be. And once they had done that, they had pulled that dirt back onto the road, and they had never really put another final layer of gravel over the top of it. He was kind of telling me. And then what little gravel was there, first rain and a couple driving sessions, and it was sunk down through there. So what we did was come in and re-top it out with some gravel. You know, it's not the permanent solution. It is the get it by for now solution, and they're going to have it paved next spring. So I feel like we did a good job, and we actually regraded. We left our truck and trailer all the way out here at the highway so that we could go and grade as much of the road as possible and be out of the way down here. And the road looks really good shape down here, and we graded all the way to it. So It's slick, there's no mud, and they are in much better shape. So that is one of the reasons we purchased our dump truck, was so that we could get out and do some jobs like this. I used to do this pretty often, and we had a dump truck about 4 or 5 years ago. And we sold that dump truck because we were having some issues and we didn't want to fix it. We had the dump trailer for a while. We sold a bunch of loads off of our dump trailer while we had it. I bet you we probably hauled for money, you know, like probably 30 or 40 loads with that thing while we had it over 2 years, which isn't a ton, but it's not our main business. It's just what we do on the side. Hope you guys enjoyed going out with us and doing a little job, getting something done away from the farm. This was a quick and easy one. I like doing, this is the type of work that, one, we bought our excavator for and we got our dump truck for. The excavator wasn't on use on this job, but small jobs. You know, if I'd had to throw a culvert in here and then gravel over it and fix this up, that's what we got it for. We didn't ever want to be like big time dirt construction people by no means, but this is where we shine, and we appreciate the homeowner giving us an opportunity to work for him right here. Guys, it's the next day. We just got out here this morning, was checking out some things, and I kind of noticed something missing here.
Yep, something bad missing here.
Tailgate's missing. And I also went back and reviewed the footage of where we left the job, and if you look, as I'm talking about the truck and how good it did, and I'm walking away, the tailgate was there. It was on the truck. Tailgate did not make it home for some reason, and we can't.
Lost it somewhere between here and home.
We've looked for it everywhere and can't find it. Don't know where it is or what happened to it. Don't know. I don't know. It's a mystery. Guess we'll be building a different tailgate because that one is come up missing. So, guess I'll show you a couple things over here in the barn, and you know, gate's gone. Well, everybody, we did get back and noticed that was gone. Brittany and I yesterday put some clean shavings in the stall back here. You can see that's where a lot of our sawdust goes. If you didn't know and you wanted to know, it's right in there. In the sawdust, not the sawdust, but in the horse stalls. I got to clean this horse stall this evening and check it out as we spin behind. Brittany and I may have a surprise coming up because, wait, we need another stall right here. Got this opened up and cleaned out because I'm going to build another stall right here. Anyway, we got some barn updates we're going to be doing very, very soon. But I just wanted to show you that we're going to be doing that, and the missing tailgate. So
yeah, that's a mystery.
Stall building's coming up by the end of the week, and we'll get to share that with you. We've been busy this morning. It's the next day after the job and all that, and we've been up taking care of the Cornish cross meat birds, and well, half of those are in the freezer, so got that taken care of, and maybe we'll share some of that over on our Patreon. Links in the description below if you're interested in that. Don't want to show too much on YouTube about that because I'm not sure.
Not everybody's into that.
Yeah, not everybody's into that, so you can check it out down there. That is going to be the end of this particular video, and if you guys want to see some more content from, you know, her and I, we'll be right here on the farm doing those things. Next thing on the list for us guys, you guys together with us are going to go over there and we're going to build that new stall and make things better. Links in the description below to our
Patreon and our Instagram.
Check them out.
Our merchandise, all
those things right down below. So if you're interested in that, if not, just subscribe right here on YouTube. It's totally free, and we appreciate each and every one of you guys watching all the random things we do right here at the Wallace Farm and Sawmill. So until next time, guys.
See ya.
Bam.